Oh my goodness, look who it is. Whoa, floaty blocks. What am I doing? I'm just chilling in my brand new crater that I made with my brand new cart exploder. So let's learn how to make it. So I had somebody on Reddit ask me how to design something like this, and I came up with this late last night, and then I figured, you know what, let's do a little quick tutorial on how to do it. Basically, it just creates TNT minecarts from all of the core ingredients. You can have it trigger by clock or trigger by whatever. And do we see the void? Oh, I thought it would break into the void. There's not many layers of stone left there. So yeah, let's learn how to put this all together. It's pretty simple to build. We're going to start by placing down a auto crafter facing this way and this way so that they're kind of looking at each other, and then going into one in the center. And I suppose you can go ahead and place a dispenser on top of that guy right there, so you've kind of got this shape. You can put in some hoppers into either side. You can tidy this up or maybe have them go in a different way or whatever if you like. Yeah, let's make it a little bit smaller actually. Let's put it in this way and this way instead, and then we'll have the launcher go here. I'm putting a target block here just so that the dust that we're about to place down actually sets off the dispenser as well. And this can be our like little activation button here. I'll put this say here. This is how we're going to trigger it off. First thing you want to do is make the shape of the actual gunpowder thing. So that's like this, like this, like this, right? And then like this. Yeah, perfect. And then we can just fill that up like so, and then fill that up like so. So this is all nice and full. And then you want to have 3 stacks, not 4. 3 stacks in here and 2 stacks of that, and that'll kind of keep it stocked up. Not super fast. You might need to have a second hopper going in if you want to keep it fully stocked up. And then in this one, this is our cart one, so we're going to do that. And then we can just plonk a load of iron in there, and that'll fill up and have enough to craft with. And then in here, I like just spacing them out like this. You don't have to put it like that at all. But once this crafts, this one will craft a cart and push it into here. And this one will craft a TNT and put it into here. And then once that's crafted, it'll push them both into a dispenser, which will put it onto our track. So let's actually make the track now. And we can go this way, like so. And then like, I'm just going to make like a little hole, so the TNT minecart has somewhere to go. And then let's put down some rails and just power that piece of track. And are we done? I think we're done. Alright, so let's hit the button. First time we press the button, right, all it's going to do is craft up the TNT and the minecart and put them in here. So let's see that, right? First press. TNT minecart ready to go. This is still empty. Second press. TNT. Oh, it's locational. Interesting. So on this one, it didn't trigger this right away. You see a TNT minecart sits in here, but because of locational redstone, it updates in a different order. So it actually does get dispensed right away. Let's get rid of that. Woohoo. Scurry. So hit that here. Nice. And just say you want a clock for it, you could add a etho hopper clock, anything that activates this one redstone line here. The design that I used was just a super basic clock. I'll actually just build it in so that you can see. Let's leave nothing to the imagination. So put this here, make a little space out here, and then some repeaters going in here like so, and then boom, like so. And it'll just keep going, keep blowing up, keep exploding. And then if you want to turn it off, you can put a lever on here, and that'll turn it off. And you're all done. Done? I didn't say done. I definitely didn't say done. I don't know where you got done from. Well, actually, it turns out that the gunpowder the thing running out is actually a proper problem. It happens pretty quickly. Now, we could just slow down the dispensing and everything like that, but let's come up with something a bit more foolproof. So I've just thrown this together as well, and basically what this does is it keeps a tab on the amount of items that you have in all of the things. I've added some double chests and everything like that, and we've kind of completely changed the layout of everything. And these indicator lights now show, do you have items in here? And you can see here that the sand one, this one here, is off. So is there sand in the machine? Well, there is actually sand in the crafter, but to play it really safe, I've told it to turn off when there's no sand in the hopper that feeds into it. So if I put this in here, you see that the lights all turn on, and this line of torches are now off as well, so that when I flick on this lever, it'll actually work. So let's just run a few tests. So you can see it here, it's going to pop out a few. I've slowed it down a little bit as well on the clock, but you can speed it up if you want to. And when we take a look at this, 38, it's going to start flowing down, flowing in here. You can see it's dispensing a few, so let's see what happens when it runs out. Oh, down here, 32. Actually, I'll just put in less, so we can see 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, light turns off, torch turns on, locks this redstone right here, locks this redstone dust, which locks the whole crafting cycle so that you don't break those recipes anymore. And actually, just by pure coincidence as well, we ran out of iron at the same time. So, and when I say ran out, I just mean in the hoppers. And the reason I've done it this way, I could take a read from the crafter itself, but if I did that, by the time it has run out of sand, it's already started to fill up the wrong slots with the gunpowder, so I've decided to lock it before then. So you do kind of lose, I'm doing quotes with my fingers here, you do kind of lose, you know, the 4 or 5 stacks, the 9 stacks technically that you've put in here. They're kind of unusable because it won't run while it's in here. But yeah, if we turn this on, if we toggle this on, this is the on-off switch. Whether the farm is running or not the farm, the exploder. And this is our iron in here, so let's put in 2 stacks so you can see the lamp is turned on and it's starting to fill up, and it's starting to fill up here. And then if I put these in here as well, we'll put these and it'll start to, hopefully, did I flick the lever? I didn't flick the lever. So it'll start to hopefully dispense until it uses up the 2 stacks of items here. Oh, and then it's run out of items again. But yeah, that's it. So let's try to build this. I literally just put this together a second ago. So let's see if I can build it off the cuff here. Okay, so for this one, we got to start a little bit taller than before, obviously, because there's more stuff underneath on this one than there was for this one. So we'll start by doing the clock part, which is 4 blocks and then 3 blocks going along. And this is also where we will place the target blocks here and target block here. And I think actually you could probably remove this block. Yeah, definitely, not think. And then put this here and go here and here. You don't actually have to exchange or extend those too much. And then put that like so. And we've already created our first clock. I'm not going to put torches here, but we are eventually going to put torches here, just because we'll have to do that in a second for the activating things. I'm not making good words right now. And if I put this here, this is our on-off switch part for yeah, really not using good words right now. This is the on-off switch for And then I'm going to place some blocks down here and put a, oh, I have no comparator. Put a comparator into the sides of these here, and then torches on this side. Now this is going to lock the God, no words. This is gonna lock the clock from pulsing, and then we want to have this. Let me see. So yeah, this is our hoppers. So I'm just gonna place down a temporary block here, here, and here. These 2 are temporary. All right, these are actually going to be hoppers in just a second. So then we're going to place down this autocrafter in here. Same as before, except actually we're going to have this facing out this way. This is going to face into this guy, who is going to be facing upwards. We're going to take a hopper and place that into there, so the thing that comes out of here will flow into here, and we want extra items going into here. We're going to read from this. Now we're going to break these 2 temporary blocks, as I said, and put hoppers in here. You can take a read from a hopper, actually you can take a read from anything, either through a block or just right away. So if I put this here and I put this here, you'll see they're both off at the moment, but if I put one item in, they both turn on. So you can take a read directly from the item, or you can take a read through the block from the item. So that's what we've done there, just to put all of these in a row. Since they're not in a row, it's taking a read directly, and then taking a read through the block. But it's exactly the same thing. And then on top of here, I'm going to put down the dispenser, and then it's kind of all going to act as it did previously, with this being the rail and this being the whatever. So if we go this way, this way, this way, this way, and this is our rail running off the sides, and then we can put down our double chest. But just for convenience, I'm going to load up the items right away before I'm losing all my words. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just tired. So yeah, this is loaded up here. This is loaded up here. Oh, grab one extra stack. This is going to go into here, and it's going to put our TNT into one and our cart into the other. Ooh, what else is next? What else is next? Yeah, double chests on top of these guys here, and then boo. Exactly. And whoa, is that it? Are we done? And then these lamps are just indicators, but they're absolutely not required. So if we put these on here, we can see that all of our items are empty, and we actually don't need the item frames either, but I'm going to do that as well, just so that it matches the example that I gave. And I think it was, because I have these in the right order, I think it was sand. Yeah, sand, gunpowder, iron. You can swap these around. It doesn't matter. Sand can be here and gunpowder can be here. That doesn't matter, but I'm just matching how I did it previously. If I put these in here, we get a light. Happy days, right? Here we go. It's looking good. If I put a gunpowder in here, oh yeah, here we go. And then if I put a iron in here, do we get TNT minecarts? Yeah, look at that. And they just get spat out because there's no rail for them to land on right now. So I'm just going to turn this off. I am actually stunned how well this went for something that I just built off the top of my head, and we're building it again. So there we go. Great. That's all turned off right now. And then we'll just put down the powered rails down here. And actually I'm going to keep that lever on me so that I can place it down at the end of the track. And we go here and here. When I turn this on, I expect my comparator example to go boom booms. Let's see. Is it a boom boom boom? Yeah. Everybody say ayo, ayo. Look at that. And now it stops because we've run out of gunpowder. And we've run out of iron as well. So those extra bits that we put in there, they have run out, and it has stopped the crafting so that it keeps all of the ingredients in. Yes, so you're done, guys. All the best. Bye bye. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Explode some things. See you soon.